Daniel Jeremiah, NFL draft aficionado reporter, whatever you want to call it, put out his first mock draft 1.0. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what he has the Bears taken at picks 1 and 9. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports All back at it with another video talking, of course, my NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit that subscribe button down below for Bears content. All right, so here we go. Taking a look at Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft at number 1. He has the Bears taken, drumroll please, Caleb Williams. Okay. And he says, we've seen Justin Fields continue to improve, but I still believe GM Ryan Poles' decision at number 1 overall will be an easy one. The Bears select Williams, the most talented quarterback in the class. Okay. I have my thoughts on this, obviously. But let's go down to the rest of the draft here. He's got the Commanders taking Drake May. That makes sense. Patriots taking Jaden Daniels. So 3 quarterbacks right off the board. Certainly teams that need quarterbacks, and the Commanders and the Patriots for sure, and maybe even the Bears. Cardinals getting Marvin Harrison Jr., the best to me overall player in the draft. He's got no flaws. Like, he is incredible. 5, Rome Odunze, which, he's been rising up draft boards, man. Like, I thought there was a chance the Bears could get him at 9, but now I don't even know if he'd last that long. And he's going to be really incredible at 6. Malik Neighbors, another great receiver. Man, those 3 receivers, man, Neighbors and Odunze and Marvin Harrison Jr., whew, you get one of those, you're going to be set for the next 5 to 10 years. At 7, he has the Titans taking Joe Alt, the offensive tackle from Notre Dame. At 8, he's got the Falcons taking Dallas Turner, the edge from Alabama. And at 9, he's got the Bears taking an edge rusher, Jared Verse from Florida State. And he says the Bears pair Caleb Williams with Verse, who's the best power rusher in the draft. He'll be a great complement to Montez Sweat. All right, so, and then just to finish out, he has the Jets taking Taliasa Fuaga, the offensive tackle from Oregon State. Let's talk about the 2 picks that he has the Bears taking. So, number 1, Caleb Williams. I am not shocked by this. And it's so interesting that he puts there that it's an easy decision for Ryan Poles. So, not even like, hey, he's going to think twice about this and he's going to end up with Caleb. He says it's an easy decision. And now, look, Daniel Jeremiah is a reporter. I get that. But he's plugged in, man, to a bunch of people in the NFL. Like, he talks to these GMs. He's got relationships with them. Like, he kind of knows these guys. It's not just some random dude just mocking who's never talked to any of these people. So for him to put this out there, certainly this is not just only his opinion. It's kind of based off of people he's talked to as well. So I just want to point that out here, all right? He says it's going to be an easy decision for Ryan Poles to take Caleb Williams at number 1. I've been telling you guys I'm leaning towards this. I've been leaning towards this. I think this is what Ryan Poles will do. All right, this is, again, to me, logically, what makes sense for Ryan Poles to do from his perspective as a general manager. Again, it is a business at the end of the day. And, Caleb Williams buys him time at the GM spot. So that is what he has the Bears doing. So makes sense. And then at number 9, he has them taking an edge rushing Jared Verse. Now, I would love for the Bears to somehow end up with Rome Odunze at number 9. Probably not going to happen because I told you he's rising up draft boards. No shot we get Marvin Harrison Jr. here at 9. He's going to go top 5, top 3 probably. And the only way you kind of get him is if you trade up, a la what the Texans did last year, right, where they had the 2nd pick and they traded up again to get Will Anderson. You might have to do something like that to land a Caleb and a Marvin Harrison Jr. We'll see if they do. But we know that if you're staying at 9, edge rusher is certainly a position of need. Another position of need, you can go ahead. You can obviously grab someone on the offensive line. Now, center is probably the main need there, but in the first round, with taking centers, a little tricky. So certainly you can look at other positions on the offensive line, or you could just take an edge rusher. And again, don't mind Jared Verse, and I have to look at more tape and kind of go from there. But I could see the Bears going with edge. I could see them going on the offensive line. Those are really the 2 spots here. Could they go in the secondary? Maybe, but I don't really see it. Could they go, linebacker? Maybe, but I don't really see it. I think it's really just those 2 positions. Again, receiver is another one if the right receiver falls to them. So receiver, O-line, or defensive line, edge rusher. So that's really what I kind of have the Bears going with. And, you know, honestly, I don't have too much to complain here with Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft. Taylor Williams and Jared Verse, if they end up with these two guys, I'd be very happy coming out of the draft. Would it be my first choice? I would love to have, again, a receiver, but wouldn't mind this at all. Let me know what you guys think, man, about Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft. Do you like Jared Verse? Are there other edge rushers you prefer, or do you prefer an offensive lineman? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts, as always.